guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back. Welcome.
So today, do you see where we are?
We are, and it's green.
It's beautiful.
Well, I can't remember the last time we came in here to like really work, guys. Like it's been a while since we've been working here, and
This is not my favorite place to be.
I like being here though. It's interesting because you learn a lot here. Wait, actually, story time. My mother used to force us to come in here,
And she'd wake
and
us
that time
up
we're not prepared to
early
come
in the morning. And we hated the waking up part. And you'd come grumpy. You'd be in the
But-
field and angry.
Before the end of the day, you'll be happy. Everyone will be laughing.
Yeah.
This is the only place where you have time.
Communicate.
Yes, without technology in the field.
The
So
technology
you get
will be
time
useless
to
because you have to finish doing the work.
because you get time to spend time with your family, quality time, guys. Like this is the place in nature, away. And the phones, obviously you won't be having a phone in the field because you are busy.
You do
It's
have it
work
though.
Pray for
time.
music.
For music, but no one really focuses on it because we'll be talking. And sometimes my mother will be like, your mouth and not your hands.
Yeah, use your hands.
Use your hands, not your mouth.
Yeah, you guys, even when you're talking, when you're walking with your friends, instead of walking, like right now,
We're supposed to be walking.
we're walking. We want to show you guys how these plants look like. Well, this is kale. For those who don't know what kale
It's
looks
what
like,
makes the
we
hair
call
like
it
this.
we call it covo. We call it covo. It looks deformed. It looks really deformed. And yeah, so you guys, we want to talk about pruning. Well, you guys, we prune these things in order for it to look proper. You can see that it doesn't look proper. It doesn't look proper because it's not pruned. So we need to prune, and it doesn't grow much when you don't prune, when you don't dig around the plant.
So you know what happens when you don't prune a plant? It either doesn't grow well, starts shredding, it looks
takes
sad,
time.
and it takes time, and then it starts to look sad. You can just see that the vegetables look sad. Like, look at this one. It's even closed and ashamed to come out. It's even closed and ashamed.
Okay, that's
Dear.
our mother.
Oh yeah, she was telling us. So.
Yes, if you don't prune the thing, if you don't prune your vegetables, I don't know if you can see it. Yes, if you don't prune your vegetables, then the plants below take the nutrients from upwards. That reminds me of something, life, right?
Life, right?
Yes,
If you
life.
don't
It's a
prune
life.
in life something that's distracting you, you will
There
be
are
sad.
certain things in your life that will stop you from growing if you keep them. Because we have this thing.
Yes.
It's just like your hair, you guys.
Remember we said you have to trim them in order for them to grow nice and healthy?
So that's the same with life, with people. You have to trim people because some people may be taking the nutrients in your life. Just with your hair, if you don't trim your hair,
And then you wonder why.
It doesn't grow split ends, and then you'll be asking yourself, why does my hair not grow? Guys, your hair bloody grows. You just don't know how to take care of the ends, maintain the growth, retaining, they call it, retaining the ends. So it's the same as these veggies. Like you can see, if you don't dig around them, obviously there are certain things that need to be dug out, and like just to keep the plant growing, breathing.
Yes, okay guys, we're just gonna be walking around and talking. So we wanted to talk about nature now. Today we're not just going to be talking about our hair, we're going to talk about nature, life, people, let's just say everything. So guys, we wanted to mention the part whereby guys, prune people from your life out, prune them out. Because if you don't, you will
What
not
is-
grow.
Not only people, guys, there are bad habits that we have that we need to prune, that will prevent us from growing. So those bad habits, they're bad habits. Like, I'm not going to lie, I have a lot of bad habits, guys. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, like she was saying, bad habits in life, it's terrible. You have to remove them. Like as for me, I have a lot of bad habits, things that I need to trim off for me to be able. I always say I want to pass, yet I love my sleep. So those are some things that I need to trim. I need to remove them from my life. Get what I mean? So that's why we're talking about trimming. Trimming, guys. I love
I
the
want to
nature.
talk about trimming.
It's very
People
cute.
Not to get you to be blocked. That will make you depressed for no reason. Guys, you will be depressed, let me tell you. Like, you will be depressed for no reason because you didn't prune certain people out of your life. You didn't prune certain things out of your life. And that's the reason why you will be depressed. And that's not good for you guys. You will not grow. Your hair won't grow as well if you
Spiritually, physically, mentally, you will not grow if you're not able to trim people from your life. So you should be able to let go of things because not everybody is meant to be in your life. Not every hair string is meant to be kept on your hair. Life and hair, everything.
and don't keep them just because you want your hair to grow.
Yes, sometimes it's difficult. Like I've always had those incidents where it's tough for me to like cut my ends, and you know, you just cut a small piece, and you're just like,
Yeah.
good guys, I'm watching. But guys, no, you're completely. We know it's difficult to let go of certain things. Just like pruning, I know, like my mother had this thing where she's like, no guys, don't prune. These ones look nice.
Yeah.
But it prevented these plants from what? From growing, guys, because they had those other ones were sucking out the life from the other major plant.
Like this
Which
plant here, guys. Can you see what's going on here? There's a lot going on. This poor plant.
So what do? You prune. You prune everything. And you know, if you dig around it, it's going to eventually grow. Okay, this one is practically dead. It's because it
Starting
was
to get
holding
some
on
life.
to things, that
It
don't need, that will prevent you from growing.
It doesn't need at all.
Exactly. These are best kept when they are planted somewhere else, they grow. But when they are on the same thing, it does not
Now
really
it also
grow.
shows that if you stay together and you're not meant to be together, you won't be able to grow each other.
Exactly.
Makes sense. So sometimes you need to split so that you can all actually be able to get your open the doors that you were not able to open.
Yeah, that's so true. So you guys, ne, we're just taking you around. Can you see? It's beautiful, ne?
Yeah, it's fine. It's actually
Nature is actually nice, especially if you want to be alone. Okay, if you want to be alone,
yeah,
you can come here. You want your own space to breathe,
Stress.
de-stress.
Best distressing place is in nature. And your best counselor is nature, guys. Nature. Like I'm telling you, you can learn a lot of things.
Even
Just
with
us,
bats.
we learned a lot of things just through planting, through digging around, and all those things. And you learn a lot of things. Simple. God has given us counselors, a special counselor, which is nature.
And like some of us, as you can see, guys, we are like we are like many siblings at home, and we are always together. But there are times when you actually do want to be alone. So obviously in the house you can't be alone, and so
Your
this
space,
place.
especially quarantine, guys. Oh, you need your space. I love my space. Ne? I'm always happy when people are at school or what,
Hey.
and I'm at home alone. I have my time to breathe. I have my time to think straight and all those things, guys.
Yeah, we all as human beings, we all need time to actually have our own space. You know, we all need to breathe. You know, you all need your space in order for
I'm
you
not
to be
too much of a
sane.
person who likes my space, but there are days, guys. You know, as a woman, as a girl, as a human being, especially girls, we do have times when we want to be alone. You want your own space, and sometimes it's not right for you to be in the house with people and want your own space because it will look like
You're having
You're
moods.
moody.
They always say that to me. Like they always say I'm moody.
you see she
Eh,
does look moody. But
like,
if she could
no.
come out, yeah, she would look less moody.
Yeah, I probably will be smiling. Yes, I do get grumpy when I don't get my space. I think everybody gets grumpy when they don't get their space, including you. Yes. So yeah, we all get grumpy when we don't have our space. That's why it's very, 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 very healthy to get your space. Even as couples, I'm not
Guys.
married, but I know that as a couple, you also need your space.
Guys, our parents may think we don't understand relationships and all. You know, many of us as we are young, people think we don't understand. But as partners, sometimes you need to also give each other a break. Because as siblings, we also try to give each other a break.
Yeah.
So which means also, and as friends, sometimes, you know, you go to school and you don't feel like being with your friends, but you just have to be there. And, you know, guys,
It's the same.
that's why
yeah.
people end up fighting, conflicts, and all those things. Yeah.
Even Jesus, guys, Jesus had his space, guys. He had to have his time alone, his quiet time, of course, with God, of course. Because, guys, if you're going to have your quiet place, some of you guys will go crazy without Jesus.
Yes.
Like having your, especially for us, some of us who love our Jesus. And you know, guys, life is good.
Yeah, especially if
our
you
space.
put him in. Woo, put God in everything you do.
Yo.
Like you'll feel like
There'll
there's
be
this
life.
relief. Whenever you feel like there's nothing you can do, you don't know what to do. God is there. If you
Yeah,
want
he's
someone
there.
to
He's
talk
the
to, he
closest
is
friend.
there. He's always waiting to
Yeah,
listen.
sometimes don't expect from human beings because you can't trust human beings. Put your faith all in God, believe in Him.
He should be your best friend.
He's your best friend.
He is.
He is your best friend
You can
because he'll
count
never
on him.
betray you. He doesn't make empty promises. If it's not meant for you, it won't be for you. So those are not. It's not that he made empty promises. He knows what's not for you. You know, God will
Or he
destroy your
knows
plans
when it's
before
meant for
they
you.
destroy you.
Sometimes he may not give it to you now, but he'll give it later.
Sometimes he won't give you at all because
Yeah,
he will
it's
destroy your
not.
plans before they destroy you. You see, he loves you.
So he cuts out everything that is not needed. Allow God to cut out the things that are not needed in your life, guys. Because if you hold on, there are certain baggages that we hold on to, guys. Like real baggages,
lot.
heavy baggages that we hold on to,
Gang.
that we don't need in our life, that are going to even actually stop us from growing. You know, there are certain things. There's pride, guys. Like you know when you have pride, ne? Like
Pride
I'm
was
guilty,
Satan's first fall. So, guys, you see, we're talking about nature, we're talking about God. We love God. We actually do love
Yes,
Him.
yo.
But we know He loves us more than we love Him. But yes, we love Him. You must love Him. And guys, yo, you see these plants? We're showing you these plants. There are so many in our field because, guys, that's what we eat. That's what makes our hair grow.
Yeah.
Most people ask us what makes our hair grow. It's actually this kale. This is kale. This vegetable.
kovo in our language. We call it kovo.
Yeah.
Others call it what?
Yeah, what do the others
Umbida
call
or something.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not good at languages, guys.
Morocco and stuff like that.
So normally you see them, the leaves are so big, ne? If you do things the right
If
way.
you
ne?
treat them well, the leaves grow.
And this thing is nice.
dig
yo.
them.
Oh, it's nice. You can never get
It
tired.
is
of it.
Yeah, it's like-
nice.
One of my favorites.
Better than. Don't think of it as cabbage. It's way better than that. Don't think of it as
far from
spinach.
there.
It's way better than that.
The others who blend it and put it in their smoothies and all those things.
Yo, so
we
guys-
haven't tried that. We are very African. We like our food, our vegetables cooked, guys. Like yay. Fruits, let them be cooked.
And you should
don't
know- you
not
should-
cooked.
You should learn how to plant, guys.
Yeah,
it's
an
boring
essential.
Yeah, it's
for
very
some times, but
essential.
it's very essential, especially in this era. If I'm right, how am I saying?
No,
Yeah,
no. You see, after quarantine and all these
Honestly, not
lockdown
anything
whole
that you
things,
say.
ne? Okay, talk.
No, it's fine. Too.
Yeah, after the lockdown, we saw that there's a huge need for people to know how to plant their foods, guys, because I'm sure there are a lot of people who starved during this whole
Right now.
saga thing, because there are people who don't know how to plant.
Today's Sabbath, you guys. That's why you see we are here wearing green
All dressed
with
up.
nature, all dressed up, and we're not working. Usually, if you see us in the field, we're looking all shabby, you know.
Yeah, we're just
why you're
taking a
hiding.
walk.
Yeah, so we usually look so shabby, so horrid, so you. Okay, no, on if we're going out. You know,
Is
we
it killing you,
always
the
need to
sun?
dress properly. Sort of, but it's okay. So you guys, this is where we used to be, especially some years back. We would wake up every morning And like early in the morning, my mother would wake us up. At first days it was embarrassing, guys. We would see people passing.
Especially Sundays when
Yeah,
people are
on
going
Sundays
to
when
church.
people are going to church because the church is somewhere there. People will be there, and guys, it's embarrassing. It was.
Okay,
Now
the
it's
embarrassing
not.
part is the way we'll be dressed.
I mean, it was the way we were dressed, and we were like, oh, we're doing
Nasty.
boys' job, and we girls.
For real.
We're dumb, guys.
But we were stupid, and then we're childish.
It is true.
Then later on, we realized we actually now miss working here. Actually,
Yeah.
I just
No,
don't
no,
miss
no.
the waking up
I
part.
don't.
I don't miss
I
the
miss
waking up
it,
part,
guys.
because we used to plant. Like
Even
it would be
waking
so
up.
beautiful and green here. Because we'd plant tomatoes, we'd plant. I hated the part where my mother would buy seedlings. Seedlings. Yeah. English did it again. Guys, whatever. Should like plant we should buy seedlings. My parents they'd buy seedlings, like a lot of seedlings, like about 1,000 seedlings. And imagine 1,000 for tomatoes, maybe 600, and then like 1,000 for what do you call spinach, all types of vegetables. Guys, we would work, and until it's
Sunset.
late, until sunset would be in the
Until we
field.
can't see.
Until
mosquitoes
are
are
doing
doing
this
this.
in between. Mosquitoes.
Why?
I hated it. Okay, that part I don't really miss it, honestly, because you'd be bending like almost the whole day.
I hate
and your parents, they'll be like,
fingers, guys.
and to you to feel like they're
Yeah,
not
you'd be
doing
looking like
anything.
workers,
Yeah, and your parents
What's
feel
your
like they're not
workers?
doing anything, and you just there like, hey.
They are just looking.
Yeah,
parents, they'll be walking
supervising. They'll be
around.
walking around, supervising and telling you how to do it. And the worst part is like, I feel comfortable doing it like this because you don't want to get your hands dirty.
And the other thing that would be, remember that time when there was cow dung?
Yo, guys.
Yeah,
was
and
nasty,
they tell us to use your full hands, like, guys.
And that time, guys, like it's automatic that parents always have longer methods. Like in my head, like, I feel like
our parents always have
parents
the
have
longest
long
method, and you're like,
methods, and then
couldn't
you just
you
like
use
shortcut
this
like
way?
You're like, how? Yes, but
and then they'll be like,
Guys.
we still have more beds. You think you're done, guys. It feels like you're not even finishing.
gang.
Yo.
Coming back.
And then we'll be like, I
don't
can't
miss
wait to
that.
get overdone. Okay, that part I really don't miss. And then sometimes, let's say we planted maize or whatever, peanuts, you have to wake up early to chase birds. Guys.
Yeah. We'll even sit that side. That
We'd
corner.
sit, yeah, you
It was
see,
like
because
that.
this corner there, the only reason why it was nice was because there was Wi-Fi. But after the whole Wi-Fi thing was gone, guys,
our neighbors' Wi-Fi, not ours.
that's so nice, guys. Until they put a mouse.
Our older brothers are helping sisters, the reciprocal as well.